Okay, so for this question, we've got find the coordinates and points of intersection of the curve y equals 4x squared plus 8x minus 3 and the straight line y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, so we got a few bits of information there. First thing there is we've got points, which suggests 2. Okay, and the reason that it's 2 is because y equals 4x squared plus 8x minus 3 is going to be a quadratic. So it's going to be a U shape. Y equals 3x minus 1 is going to be a line with a positive gradient. So if I took that, at the moment, it's not the line and the curve aren't meeting at all, so there are no points of intersection. I could just touch, so it's a tangent, and then there is 1 point of intersection, or if they cross there are 2 points of intersection. There can't be any more. Okay? So it's either 0, 1, or 2. So that's our first thing that we should be thinking about. The next thing I notice is it says, use an algebraic method, give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So if we have a quadratic and 2 decimal places, it probably means that we're going to be using the quadratic formula because it's not going to factorize nicely. So let's have a look at this. If I want to find the point of intersection of the line and the curve, I put the equations equal to each other because I have an expression for y on this one, an expression for y on that one. Where they meet, those y's have to be the same. So that means the 4x squared, so the curve has to be the same as the line. So I say 4x squared plus 8x minus 3 equals 3x minus 1. Now, because it's a quadratic, we're going to get it equal to 0. And we're going to do that by taking off 3 x's. So that's plus 5x. And adding 1 to both sides, so minus 2. Now, I already assume here that this isn't going to factorize because it's the 2 decimal places. So I'm going to go straight into my A, B, and C. So my A is the coefficient of x squared. The B is the coefficient of x, and the C is the constant at the end. So my A is going to be 4, my B is going to be 5, my C is going to be negative 2. So my value of x is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So this becomes negative 5 plus or minus square root of, wait a second, let's just make sure I've got my colours in place. B there, I've got my A there, and A there, and my C by there. So I just match them up. So B is going to be 5 squared minus 4 lots of negative 2. All over 2a, which is going to be 2 lots of 4. So I can tap this into my calculator with a plus sign in there. So if I do that, I get negative 5 plus root 5 squared minus 4 times 4 times negative 2 over 8. It comes to negative 5 plus or minus root 57 all over 8. Okay, so then we're going to treat them as 2 separate ones. One with the plus, one with the minus. So if I did a plus, that's going to give me 0.32 to 2 decimal places. And if I did a minus, I'm just going to scroll back through and change it to a minus. That will give me negative 1.57 to 2 decimal places. And those are your solutions.